Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about push-offs in Project M, what they are, how they work, and how to use this basic mechanic to your advantage. First, let's take a look at what push-offs are. Put simply, two models in Smash can't occupy the same space. This means that when you walk into another character, you will push that character backwards while you move into their previously occupied space. This happens with every form of movement, but is most noticeable when you walk into someone, because you won't pass through them. Where this gets interesting is when one character has nowhere else to be pushed to. Whether they're on a platform or the stage itself, when a character is pushed to the very edge of a surface, and another character continues to move forward towards them, the first character will get pushed off. In general, what happens when someone is pushed off of the level is determined by one seemingly innocuous variable: which direction they were facing before being pushed off. If a character is facing towards the edge that they are pushed off, they are actionable on frame 1. This means that being pushed off is an incredibly advantageous place to be, if you're facing the edge. This is often why players will shield near the edge of the stage, or especially on a platform, because not only are shields generally quite strong in PM due to mechanics like shield DI and shield dropping, but if you get hit by a strong enough move, then you might also get pushed off and become immediately actionable. On the other hand, if a character is facing away from the edge, they will go into the following animation, which functions similarly to tumble. For 27 frames, they can control their aerial drift and choose whether or not to fast fall, but they cannot input a jump or an attack of any kind. If they don't act between the end of this lockout window and actually hitting the ground, they will go into a tech situation. Obviously, this is significantly worse than the last scenario we just saw, but there is one bright side. If you're facing inwards towards the stage, and you get pushed off of the stage itself that has a ledge, rather than a platform, then you can also grab the ledge before those 27 frames are over. Given how strong a lot of characters in this game are at the ledge, this is usually a much better outcome than simply incurring the full lockout window from being pushed off. Okay, now that we've talked about how this mechanic works, let's walk through some implications of what this all means in practice. First and most obviously, on the defensive side, players who find themselves close to an edge can abuse push-off mechanics by shielding and allowing an aggressive opponent to push them off. This will trigger either a ledge grab if they're facing inward, or immediate actionability if they're facing outward. Obviously, this strategy will lose to a grab, but it works great if you see an opponent commit to something like a jump, where you know that they're likely going to land with a hitbox that you can punish via sliding off. However, players can also abuse push-off mechanics to work around having to actually hit people's shields, or to get some extra leniency on something like a tech chase. For example, when someone does a tech roll on a platform, they will roll to the end of the platform, meaning that they will get as close as possible to the edge. All it takes is moving into them a little bit to push them off, which will happen even if they're trying to shield. Because tech rolls also leave the character facing the direction that they teched from, meaning the center of the platform, they will always be facing away from the ledge and incur those 27 frames of lockout. You can see in this example, Nezuji meteors Dirt Boy onto the platform, and then he calls his tech roll out with an up smash. Despite Squirtle having completed the tech roll, and Dirt Boy presumably attempting to shield the up smash, he got pushed off anyway into the kill move. Even when you're facing someone who would be actionable immediately or able to grab the ledge, using a multi-hit move will often push someone off and into the rest of the move, whereas a singular hitbox would put you into a punishable position by either pushing them off to the ledge or just allowing them to get the push off and then jump back on to punish you. Despite the details of this mechanic not being well known, push-offs can have a big impact on the way that games play out at a high level. Understanding how to safely negate someone's pressure by allowing yourself to be pushed off at the right time, or being able to abuse the same mechanic to secure a kill despite your opponent holding shield, or you seemingly being a little bit slow on a tech chase, can be a make or break moment in Bracket. How your character can take advantage of the concepts covered in this video will vary pretty widely, but I would highly encourage you to not only think about what you can do in these situations, but also to pay attention to how push-offs are already occurring while you play. Being able to notice things like which direction people are facing before being pushed off, or even just expecting a push-off to happen at all, can be a big advantage when these situations occur in the heat of the moment. That's about all I've got for today, but I hope this video helps to shed a little more light on how push-offs work and how you can use them to your advantage. Big thanks to NezerG for showing me slide-off setups a couple of years ago, and to Eon for fact-checking this video. I'll see you next time I get bored enough to make more content.